It really is a crime that Bionicle G1 ended. So many cool ideas, great sets, so much that could have been. But actually, we do have a rough idea of a few of those Bionicle sets. Sets that were planned, but cancelled. So today, why don't we take a look at some of the different community interpretations of what these cancelled sets might have looked like. And let's also dive into all the small bits of information that we do have on these characters and these cancelled sets. How exciting! Let's dream, let's imagine. Let's go. We're going to kick it off with the Element Lord of Sand. This is by G. Bailey 46NA. The Element Lords. We have this image of what they look like right here. But that's a comic look. We don't really know what the sets would have looked like. The Great Beings, they're essentially the gods of the Bionicle world. And they needed some assistance in leading the inhabitants of the planet Spherus Magna. So what did they do? They made the Element Lords. They kind of elected leaders of different tribes and gave them very, very powerful elemental powers. Eventually, they became the leaders of the planet, and they took command of the tribes that they hail from. And eventually, as you'd expect, a war broke out over resources. The tribes fought one another, it was a bad time. But yeah, rumor has it those 6 elemental lords, they were originally planned to be released as 6 canister sets, and we would have got them in 2010. But the idea was scrapped and replaced with the stars. Perhaps G. Bailey's creation here is exactly what the Element Lord of Sand would have looked like. And that would have been cool. I love this mask. I imagine that this is 3D printed because, of course, this is not like an official design. But yeah, the mouth guard, the spikes, it calls to mind some of the design work of the Voroks. Yeah, their masks were vaguely animalistic. They had spikes and spines and teeth everywhere. And this is the same. In fact, the bottom bit almost looks a bit like a tarantula. The use of these large tan shields, pieces that came from the Thornatus V9, one of my favorite Bionicle vehicles. Well, they make for a pretty cool, elegant weapon. It's funny, it almost looks a bit like a shovel. And if you're making a tower of sand, well, a shovel is a pretty appropriate weapon. So there you go. Cool to see some of Pahatu's kicking weapons on the feet, and cool to see some of that exact same piece right here on the arm. It really fills in the space quite nicely. That's some good thinking. I think this creation looks incredible. If this was what that set was gonna look like, well mate, it would have been sweet. Taking it back to my all-time favorite cancelled Bionicle set, the Baterra. This one is brought to life by Natto Grivisi. The Bateria are a group of violent, shape-shifting robots. They were created by the Great Beings. This is what they look like. So you remember the war that I was talking about before that broke out between the Element Lords and their tribes? Well, the Great Beings saw this war and were like, ah man, that sucks. We don't want this to happen. So let's make some kind of like elite assassins. We'll call them the Baterra, and they're gonna be tasked with killing all the armed combatants. And that'll put an end to this war. Of course, the Baterra stuck around for many, many years after that war, and they got up to all sorts of shenanigans. They caused a lot of problems. But yeah, once again, there was a pretty strong rumor that these were going to be official sets. Ever since I was a kid, I thought the design looked so cool. I mean, look at this elegant 3D printed mask. The eyes, 2 solid lines flaring backwards. That's so sick. I wish that was a real mask, it looks so good. And check out the buzzsaws on the arms. I love how many there are. The large Power Miner's buzzsaw. Even the use of one of those Borok weapons, which does look like a buzzsaw, doesn't it? And then 2 of these little itty bitty tiny ones. These appeared on one of the Turaga, and then I think they also appeared on an old Technic car. It's cute that the hand weapons can kind of evolve and change. Remember, the characters are shapeshifters, so it makes sense if these weapons can kind of, change and evolve. I love this dark blue and silver color scheme. Something about it looks so clean. Now look, we've certainly seen dark blue and silver in other sets, that's nothing new. But I like it, it's good. Oh, and then look at this. the inclusion of one of these Hordika arm pieces in blue. That's one of those elements that kind of gets ignored. It's a bit of a weird shape, it's a little bit harder to use, and it's a lot older, so you just don't see it around. But it looks incredible right here. The shape of it feels so appropriate for a shapeshifter. It's just nice to see this character brought to life. Up next, Bota Magna Entity by Kraken Bonks. So yeah, Bota Magna, a jungle planet. Well, it was meant to be the location that we visited in future Bionicle stories, but that didn't happen. Now, it's fun to imagine what some of the inhabitants of that world might have looked like. Lovely choice to use some of Vastus's weapons for big hand axes, reapers, scythes, whatever you want to call them. Great idea to use Pahatu's foot for a face, and those pink ball joints on the side. That color pops so nicely with these darker colors. Oh, and it's so nice to see this element on the torso. This came on some of the Vaki. They were used again on the torsos, but in a different way. I don't know, people don't really use this element all that much. It kind of just gets forgotten about, sadly. But as you can see here, it looks great. There's a lot of good ways that you can use it. Much like that Hordika arm piece we were talking about before, this gets forgotten about because it's a bit older. But it's a great element. Maybe you should consider picking some up and using them on your next creation. I really appreciate the wildly different body shape that this dude has. Yeah, if they're from another planet, of course they're gonna look different. They're gonna look otherworldly. And I think they nailed that. This rocks. Our last cancelled creation. Well, remember the image I showed you of Bota Magna? I know that you saw those dinosaurs. Yeah, well, rumor has it that we were gonna get some Bionicle dinosaur sets. Dude, that would have been so rad. Especially if they looked something like this. This is Apoka by Joppy Troppy, a towering Brachiosaurus, looking dope with mechanical armor, weapons, and wires. Wow. If this was what the final set looked like, it would have been a dream. Those CCBS armor shells look amazing right here. That's the perfect way to do that neck. Armored up, posable, sturdy? My word. And think about it. If Bionicle G1 had kept going, eventually the pieces would have started to integrate CCBS elements. LEGO was using that system for so many other themes, it would have snuck its way in. So it's entirely possible that these Bota Magna dinosaurs would have used CCBS bones and classic elements. And if they did it like this, oh, it's so seamless. Now look, the inclusion of wires, I mentioned that before. Yeah, running flex tube along the different limbs and sections. It's great. Not only does it look sick, but I think it adds a little bit more of that mechanical flair. Currently, the CCBS bones feel quite organic. This changes it up a little bit more and adds in that classic Bionicle touch. And they let you stem off some of these spikes. Nice. Oh, and I do enjoy seeing some of these Thornax launchers and the little damage counter. You know, that was a gimmick on a lot of the 2009 Bionicle sets. It makes sense that they would have continued that into 2010, 11, 12, and so on. Maybe that would have happened. I don't know, there's just a lovely nostalgic feeling to this creation. It just feels like Bionicle, you know? Thanks for dreaming with me, everyone. Thanks for taking a look at some creations that brought to life cancelled Bionicle sets. It's good to imagine what they could have looked like. Don't forget to take a look at the links below. In the description, you can see more from the builders I featured today. Go and take a look at some of their other stuff. And if you have creations you want to see on the show, submit them to the submission email. Thanks for watching, everyone. Happy building, and bye for now. Yeah, I made a Baterra mock way back in the day, maybe in 2011, but I never took pictures of it. I wish that I had, then I could have shown you guys.